Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the American Civil War mod on Empire Total War. We're playing as the Union States, and we're going to continue to kick some Confederate butt. But in today's episode, we're going to be pushing upon New Orleans. Most of my armies are in the state of Louisiana. We have our best army here with Ulysses Grant. We have, five armies, 5 full stacks in total, pushing from the eastern side. We also have a siege at Nashville underway. 1 unit of Confederate dragoons and 1 unit of artillery is besieging Nashville. But I have a small army in North and South Carolina to go up and quickly deal with that. Over on the west side of Louisiana, we have another 2 stacks. And we have a full stack in Jackson, Mississippi. So what's that? 5, 7, 8. And we also have a full stack up in the north in Kansas going to be retaking it. We have just under half a stack here besieging, and then we have John here with a full stack. But the Confederates still occupy upper west and lower Texas, Nashville. Hopefully we can push and take New Orleans, and then we've taken obviously a huge chunk of the eastern coast of America. Absolutely smashing the Confederates at Richmond, North and South Carolina, Georgia, Savannah, Florida, Nashville, and Jackson, Mississippi. We also pushed up and gave the Canadians a bit of a bashing, taking Montreal, not Monreal. Monreal's an Arsenal footballer who is Spanish. Oh, God. Quebec as well. But we're going to be fighting the Confederates here today. A rather large force within New Orleans. But we're going to hit this army here, and that's going to draw out the other armies. So it should be a nice, long line battle. Alrighty, so we do have the odds in our favour. Holy shit, we have just over 20,000 men. 20,000 men, Union boys, loyal to Abraham Lincoln. And then we have, we're coming up against just under 8,000 roughly for them. But a lot of artillery in this first army. And then just drips and drabs in reinforcements. But we have 2 units of artillery. 24 howitzers. Then we have Union regular infantry, Union cavalry dragoons, and then just some more dragoons. Ulysses Grant. For some reason he's named Thomas Davis in here, but it's Ulysses. Yeah, let's fight this one on the field now, shall we? But guys, if you still are enjoying the American Civil War campaign, Brothers vs. Brothers, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It's a great way for me to gauge if you guys are enjoying the series, and it really does help me out a bunch. Oh, he's got actually a quote here. I know only 2 tunes. One of them is Yankee Doodle, and the other isn't. Okay. Hopefully we can prevail on the field today. You're most welcome to check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to download the American Civil War, all the download links are in the description below. All you need is, of course, Empire Total War. This is taking a little bit of a while to load in. This is probably one of my largest battles. I am playing on max graphics. If you're curious about my PC specs, they're in the About page of my YouTube channel. But I am playing on max graphics. And recording. I have a really beast PC, if you guys were wondering, but yeah. Usually when the game lags, it's the game engine not coping, not my PC. It's more of like a stutter of the game engine, because especially medieval, when you got an insane amount of mods running, it's not meant for that. So let's put my cavalry on the flanks. Go with a stock standard deployment. Now this doesn't specifically say horse artillery. Okay, but they have artillery. I was just double checking. Ulysses Grant. I do want you as close as possible. However, I don't want you to be in range of artillery fire. So let's unlimber. Where are we going to deploy? I think this right side sort of... There's not really a point to deploy artillery, so we'll just chuck you here. Get you just a little bit in front of that tree. Could be a little bit of a buggery. Alrighty, but here he is, Ulysses Grant. Obviously in real life was actually an American president I'm not entirely sure the timeline, but here are the Union regular infantry. I want to quickly show you these cavalry units. 3rd Regiment of Dragoons. I'm just looking to see how different they are. But let's end the deployment and see where the Confederates deploy. So, I'll be interested to see how the AI reacts in this battle. So there's more reinforcements coming from this left-hand side. Is this where they're going to be trickling in for the entire game? Okay. But we are raining fire and death upon the couple of stacks there. Holy fucking shit. These howitzers are going to absolutely wreck shop. They are on fire at will. Yeah, it does look like the majority of them are going to start coming from this corner here. I wonder if there's even a point of having cavalry on the left flank. Maybe we're better off bringing them back and around to support this side. We might be able to... Actually, that's a better idea. Go after this artillery. Go, 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 go. Get my artillery now to fire at these units here clustering. And we've killed their enemy general, so we're off to a flying fucking start. So their cavalry looks like they're getting ready to push up and around. I don't know if I should move my line, because it looks like the field of battle is going to be in this corner. Get everyone but the cavalry to probably like reform the line here. Do that is probably the best idea. And then maybe fold them like this. Just angle up a bit. Well, let's hit this cavalry trying to engage us here. 200 dragoons versus 240. These guys aren't as big, but it looks like they're trying to peel out here. What's this here? 164. Man, my artillery won't give up trying to hit them. Try aim at something a little bit different. But this engagement's alright. I'm going to get my infantry to halt and disable fire at will, because there's way too much friendly fire going on there. Yeah, we'll engage that. That'll be fine. These are 200 per unit. Right, fall back out of here. Go, go, go. Hit this other unit here. Right, how are we going with this engagement? Oh, didn't I tell you guys to go here, say? Need to fix up this line. So it looks like they're trying to hug these defenses here. Alright, how's this engagement going? 150 compared to our what? 200. We should be alright in theory there. Okay, I think there was a lot of friendly fire going on. Let's try and hit some of their artillery. Alright, let's reform the line. So like that. That'll do. Grant can pivot to here. Right, so our cavalry's not doing too fair, not doing well at all against their Confederates. Well, yeah, hit their general if they're coming into suicide. I don't know if we killed that general beforehand. No countdown timer. That's a nice shot. Holy shit. Right, what's happening here? Hit that general there. So a couple of my cavalry units are actually holding. Right, try to get rid of that cavalry unit. How are we doing here? Right, get these units here to fire at will. I just don't want to hit my cavalry while they're engaging, but they're hitting this Confederate unit here. Still continuing the bombardment. How's it here going? Right, we've broken them. Let's run down the remaining stragglers there running. Right, artillery, we need to find another place for you guys to start aiming. Hit them. And where else here? So, looks like they're deploying from this other side. I was going to give my cavalry the order to push out on the right-hand side anyway. What's it sort of looking like here? 89.9. Right, nearly taken out that unit. And it looks like the Confederates are up on the hill as well. It's going to be interesting to see how well this army holds out. What does annoy me in Dartmouth, it just takes so long for units to get anywhere. Alright, so let's give the order for these men to be at fire at will. And nearly, probably everyone up to about that unit. Except for my cavalry. Go on fire at will. Right. What? One unit there. Let's let them rout. Come back in. Help your fellow comrades. My artillery's getting some really nice shots off. I'm half tempted to let them unlimber and move. Right, we're slowly breaking them, and this cavalry unit's about to break. But the Confederates are slowly but surely trickling in more men, which is great. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you'd like me to replace this. Doesn't necessarily have to be the American Civil War. Whether or not I do a Confederates campaign, we'll see. Maybe not straight after this, but definitely in the future. I think that'd be quite full, quite cool. Try and get the South to rise again, of course. Alright, I'm nearly half tempted to move up. There's a unit there, though. Alright, get my cavalry on the flanks now. Alright. Should we move up? I don't see why not. Move up even further, the better. Get past this line here. That'll do that. So, go. Get everyone to fire at will. The thing is, the further we push up the line, we might need to move up our artillery. That's the only thing. Alright, where's Ulysses? I might move him up as well. Get him into the tree line here. Right, cavalry-wise, you're sort of sitting here doing nothing. How many's in that unit? 90, 150 in the left. Just shy of 200 in the... Sorry. 90 in the right, just shy of 200, or just around about 200 in the left. Alright, so actually engaging the Confederates there in the center. So we are attacking them, but they are taking the initiative, of course, which is absolutely fantastic. I'd much rather them do it than me. Right, let's move my cavalry around. I want to get rid of their artillery that they're trying to move in. What about on the right-hand side? Yeah, let's run down these Confederates. Yeah, that barricade's probably not even worth it. I don't know if I should even throw in my cavalry there, to be honest. My artillery is making these guys all buckle. Really quite well. So they're coming from this side. They're not coming from the left, doesn't look like anymore. The right now. It was the left. Union regular infantry. Fire at will. Man, this is an absolute bloodbath with all those horse carcasses are. But yeah, we're still continuing to fire. Into this cluster here. My cavalry's going to run them down. Yeah, I think they're trying to fire at my cavalry. Let's fall you back. Yeah, let's fall you guys back down the hill before they start getting shots off against them. Alright, let's swing the line around even more. To even like here, so, and then move the cavalry there. But like I said, the more we move up with my line, the less artillery is going to be able to support. And they are absolutely wrecking shot. After we kill their generals, these guys are just buckling every time they move in. But I guess moving up is probably better for us, to be honest. Alright, we're still hitting that cluster there. Holy shit. Alright, let's pause and move up. They don't stand a chance. Alright, move that. Against my infantry. Man, those artillery units are getting so many kills. This kill zone here. Holy shit! I'm curious to see the casualties sustained and the casualties inflicted by the end of this one. Alright, I'm moving forward. Alright, I'm quite happy to let these guys unlimber real quick and move up. Yeah, go, 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 go. We need to move you up. The line will be able to hold for a time. Engage the 57th and the 12th Regiment. Alright, let's swing you... you guys around, though. They're still hitting the remaining units. Like, go, go, go. Now, you guys need to absolutely haul fucking ass. Come on, unlimber. I need you to go. Come on. The other bastards have the right idea. Now that they're out of range of my musketmen in the front line and my artillery, I'm going to get my cavalry to run them down. How can we go pushing even further up? Triangle them in. Yeah, go, go, go. Let's try, run them down as best we can. Right, they unlimbered. They are now. Quickly now. Go, go, go. We'll get my artillery to go here. And the other here. Alright, how's the cavalry doing here now? They do have a lot of units. Cavalry unit is coming in. We're going to have to watch out for that. Cavalry units can absolutely smash the line infantry. So if they go for me, we're going to have to be wary. Yeah, it looks like they are. So we'll go up and throw everyone there at that dragoon unit. Yep, swing these guys around. We might be able to take a fair few of them out. 200. Oh. Come on, the more we can kill, the better. We've killed 50 before they even hit the engagement. Come on, we can rout them. 170 down. Oh, I think we've done it. Holy fucking shit. I am surprised at that. Killed just around about 100 cavalry units there. Right, how far away am I? Artillery, not too far. How's this engagement going here? With their cavalry. They got more cavalry trickling in? No. Alright, you can unlimber at this point. Are they really going to fire upon their own men there? Fucking scumbags. But yeah, it doesn't... Oh, they are too. They're going to fire upon their own men. Break out of there then. Go get the fuck out of there. 70. Yeah, shit. Yeah, let me know in the comments what other campaign you'd like to see after this. I do imagine this will finish in the not too soon future. Doesn't necessarily have to be the American Civil War mod. Just has to be Total War in general. Alright, how are we going here? So they're still moving in units. Slowly but surely. This is going to be a big battle. I really love Empire Total War battles tactically. Especially in this American Civil War. We've had some superb tactical battles, but we've moved the artillery up now. Now I'm curious to see the range on these bad boys. Not too bad. So try and hit these units up here now. Let's move the artillery up. Even pushing them even this far up, they're not quite in range. But we lost our cavalry unit, so our left flank's very vulnerable. So we lost 2 full units. However, we have some generals coming in, which is exactly what I don't need. 170. I'm going to have to fasten bayonets on this left flank, because we've got no hope in cavalry actually coming, and we're going to have to charge them. Alright, what the fuck are they doing here? It looks like they're charging in with chariots. How crazy those guys are coming in. Alright, unlimber. Continue to fire there. Alright, how's the cavalry on my left flank? Not too great. We might actually be able to beat these guys in an engagement. We might be able to beat those cavalry. How much more cavalry do they have? Fair amount. We've killed another enemy general. Right, I'm going to split this up. I'm going to send another cavalry on the flank. My artillery's still in range, and it's going to continue to hit their lines. Oh, getting some really nice cinematic shots here. And kill cams. Alright. So this flank is pretty much stuffed her. Can I actually withdraw? Yeah, I'm going to actually withdraw these general units, because I don't need them. I'd much rather... I didn't think about that. I can actually withdraw these guys. I don't want general units, so I'd much rather 2 units of cavalry. I wish you could choose your reinforcements. Obviously, you can't have more than a full stack in this campaign. Right. Go over here. We need cavalry. Alrighty. Man, that was a nice shot once again. This artillery's on fucking point. But they keep on pushing down to the kill zone and then routing. I don't want them to move in front of the artillery. They're going to get fucked here. Pull you back there. Actually, keep you here. There might be a routing unit of something. Yeah, just keep hitting in that spawn zone. What's that? Okay, that's them routing. I was thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, maybe there's another spawn zone coming in. Now continue to hit their front line. So what are they pushing up here now? Confederate Stonewall Brigade, Regiment of Foot, 41st and the 43rd Regiment of Foot Unit, 49th. We're still just using our Regiment of Foot regular Union infantry. They're just absolutely wrecking shop. They're probably one of the best infantry units I can get now. I have unlocked the Massachusetts and the New York Brigade, those special units we only get a couple of. Oh, perfect. So, with drawing those generals back, we've actually got some more artillery, which we could have something worse, like another fucking general, but it's not the worst thing. And we have a unit of 27th Regiment of Foot Union Volunteers. Let's move you on the left flank here, because these guys have their bayonets attached, and once you fasten bayonets, you can't get rid of them. But at the moment, I don't think there's any more Confederates coming out. This is going to be a emphatic fucking victory. Right, continue to get rid of their artillery. I'm going to swing my unit up and try to take them out. We might be able to break them with a couple of shots, though, because they're hitting my line and doing some damage. We've nearly finished them off here. This is going to be a overly resounding Union victory, if I do say so myself. Alright, quickly get my arty just to quickly switch, and we'll throw in my cavalry to get rid of their artillery. I don't want any friendly fire on my artillery. We should be able to break them there. But Ulysses Grant, on that note, has taken New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know why that swivel came on, but yeah, push up here and push up to the hill with my other cavalry unit. More artillery's moving in. Go on, break it. Go, 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 go. Alright, let's start speeding things up. We've got them on the back foot now. There's no way they're coming back. No more units are trickling in for them, and we've won. We're going to continue to run down as many of them as possible. Well, I say run down. I'm going to let my artillery have a bit of fun with them. Alright, my cavalry's in range now, though. The artillery's just out of range. Halt now, though. We only needed 2 units of reinforcements out of a possible, what, full stack? How are we going for time? 29 minutes into the part. The episode here. Not bad, not bad. One lone Confederate. A close victory. My fucking asshole. Oh, sorry about that. Had a quick sip of water. Made a horrible sound. So, Ulysses Grant, for some reason, is named Thomas Davis. Or Davies, not Davis. We deployed 20,544. The Confederates deployed 7,780. They lost 5,447 on the field. We only lost 1,200. Wow. That's an insane battle. What got most of the kills? Union regular infantry, 540. I instantly saw that and I thought that was the biggest, but it could be howitzers. 226. 540. Maybe I gave the howitzers too much credit. 226 to the infantry. 360 regulars killed 528. Nearly every man killed one man in the unit. He nearly killed two. That's superb odds. And now we've absolutely battered the garrison at New Orleans, and we're going to be able to push upon it. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it. Let's throw everyone in as best we can. But after that battle, holy shit, we need to do a save. I don't want the game to crash on me. Not really much else we can do this turn. I do need to retake Nashville, Tennessee. If we lose, I do have an army pushing up. I want to keep an army in Jackson, Mississippi. I was banging on about these, what was it? I don't think it was Massachusetts. Yeah, it was. The Union 54th Massachusetts Line Infantry. We had some Union Irish Brigade. Fuck. And the Union 20th Maine. Got some more Irish as well. How are we looking for odds on taking this? It's actually not very much in our favour. I'm going to wait until this full stack pushes up in the next turn. So in the turn there, we'll continue to push against the Confederates. Let's see what they've done here. So they've actually... What have they done? They've... Oh, it's an opportunity to intercept. Oh, victory. Only lost 1,000. Right, what's this? A small army in the Louisiana swampland. Alright, but we're in a very good situation at the moment for the campaign. Alright, let's move you up. Continue the siege. Let's throw everyone in here and take the settlement. Right, where's Ulysses Grant? There he is. Demand surrender. No, we're going to fucking take it and kill the 147 cowards in there that didn't survive that huge onslaught. Well, survived the huge onslaught. Upgrade the roads here, but we need to replenish as best we can. So, alrighty, we have taken New Orleans, Louisiana. So let's continue to push against the Confederates. What? These are two line infantry. Okay, right. We need to lift the siege at Nashville, Tennessee. So we'll move you guys up. Right. What's happening here now? Union 57 New York German Rangers. They're quite cool. We'll get rid of these Union volunteers then and chuck you in. But we're going to continue the push into Texas now. Hopefully striking San Antonio, lower Texas. Upper and west. We still need to take Kansas, of course, and Nashville. But here's the look of the current standing of the United States. The Confederates are on the back foot with the most of the South and East and Canada at the back of us. We're in a very good position. Obviously allied with the United Provinces, the Dutch, the French, and the British. But it's time to end the part here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really much appreciate it. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. And also the mod download link for the American Civil War. We're going to continue to push against the Confederates. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.